Now, some of y'all have lost your virginity, some of y'all haven't. Some of y'all remember it like it was yesterday, and some of y'all suppress that memory in the back of your mind, hoping that it never sees the sunlight. Well, in my case, that just so happens to be all of the above. Now, let me explain. You see, it all happened when I was 18, and I get it, right? For some of y'all, that's pretty late, you know? But for some of y'all can relate to me, like, that's pretty early, because if you're a nerd and have not acquired the sauce yet, that is pretty damn early. Now, in case y'all didn't catch last episode, we're talking about the same girl here. Like, this is Nelly. We're talking about a blonde with blue eyes, hella thick, my G. Like, I'm promising you, this is like the cream of the crop kind of shorty. The kind that you know, brag about, but nobody ever believes you kind of girl. Now, the week leading up to tonight, I had already displayed hella simp qualities to her. I had lied to her a lot about myself, stolen a car without a license, and after a hot night out with her, good vibes kind of ting, I didn't make a single move on her, like at all, my nigga. But now that that's all laid out there, let's get into the story. So a week passes by until I see Nelly again at work, you know, because she's a university student and she can only work on weekends. Anyways, Nelly walks over to me and I'm low-key scared to look her in the eyes, my G. But you know, there's something about being a pussy the first time you get an opportunity with a girl that kind of psychs you out into believing that it'll happen again. But by the grace of sweet baby Jesus, she asked me over to her crib after work that night. Your boy was still in the game. The rest of the shift we flirted, but that's not important. What's important is that this night was potentially my opportunity to lose my virginity, a thing that I had not fathomed until this point, especially with a girl such as herself. That being said, I only had one obstacle ahead of me, and that was to find out where the condoms are. You see, when you're a virgin, you don't think about condoms, you know, and I was no different. I didn't know where to get them, so I had to search online, and I found that you can get them at Walmart. So that's what I did. I head to Walmart, and it's only then where I feel like I'm trying to solve a Rubik's Cube on what size, what brand to go with, you know, because your boy wasn't trying to have a mini him anytime soon. So after taking way longer than I want to admit, we find our condoms, we check out, we head back to the crib and get into the shower where we proceed to, you know, pump ourselves up for the night, making sure that everything's good. I'm not gonna lie to you, we're messaging Nelly, you know, talking dirty, and I don't know why I did that, you know. Why did I put more pressure on my back like that? You know, there was no need for that. We had already secured the bag, you feel me? And everything I'm doing is just gonna give me more anxiety, which is exactly what it did. You see, it isn't until I'm in my mom's car where all my anxiety starts to hit me like a roller coaster. There are ups, there are downs. I'm thinking, man, what if I get pulled over? I don't have a license for this shit again. Why do I keep doing this to myself? But most importantly, the thing that struck out to me was, what the fuck was I going to do? Like, don't get me wrong, I was studied up, you know? Like, I have been on the hub before, obviously, but in person, you know, I never exactly did X, Y, and Z. You know, you feel me? Like, I've never recreated the scenes that I so dearly coveted as, you know, pleasure. So as I'm panicking about what's about to happen, I take a moment, you know, I take a quick little breather and I check my phone, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I creep Nelly again on Instagram, and right then and there I'm reminded that I liked that, I wanted that, I needed that. You see, that was all the reassurance your boy needed to find his balls. So I grab my mom's car keys and I skirt over to her crib. We're fast forward 10 minutes later and we're at her couch. We're talking, but I'm starting to run out of shit to say. I'm more or less just thinking about what's gonna happen later on and if it's gonna happen at that. But Nelly kind of senses that, and she tells me that she just broke up with her boyfriend 2 weeks prior and that she has nobody to talk to. So that's pretty much why she invited me. It's kind of lame, low key, but we vibe with it. And she may have told me that she wanted to be friends, you know, but as we were talking, I kind of put my arm around her and she scoots closer, which is kind of the opposite of what she kind of told me, you know, but to hell if I'm gonna be the one to fuck this one up, right? So we get talking more intimately, and one thing leads to another, and she suddenly like straddles me at this point, my G. And she kind of stops me. She's like, you know what? I think it's just time for us to go to bed. And she's just looking at me for me to say something. So I put 2 and 2 together and I make up an excuse on why I can't go home exactly at that time. To which she says I can just sleep in her bed with her, which is exactly what we did. And let me tell you, boy, it didn't take long for her to get back right on top of me. I'm not gonna lie to you, it gets pretty steamy. Like, we're making out, she's dry humping me, and this continues for about an hour until I finally get the courage to reach over my lid for my pickle. You feel me? But she stops me and she tells me this is not how she wants it to be, and she wants to just give it a little bit more time. To which I replied, that's cool, you know, I'm not about to fuck this up, so I'm down to wait. So we continue, and 2 hours have gone by now, my G, to where she finally wants to, you know, get busy, but I couldn't. I couldn't get it up, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. I tried with all Goku's strength, but homie just would not get up. You know, and I feel like, in all fairness, you know, when it's your first time, like, it's your first time, I feel like you should be allowed to fuck up your first time. You feel me? Like, my pickle would not stand at attention. He had tapped out. There was too much excitement, I don't know, too much stimulation, but regardless, like, you know, if you know, you know, but your boy had erectile dysfunction at this point. And that's the story. 2 very disappointed teenagers. Her that she didn't get, you know, the you feel me? And me also upset that I didn't get to, you know, hit her with the you feel me? But if time has taught me anything, maybe it just wasn't meant to be, you know. Let's just say, had I done the dirty with her, right, I probably would have been still taking advantage of her emotionally, at least. And that's not a pretty good look, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'd rather look like the boy that can't get it up than the boy that, you know, coerce girls into doing the you feel me? And let this be a message to all of y'all that you should not, if it's your first time, let a girl ride you until your powers are gone, because your boy might pull an Avatar move and not show up when the world needs him most, you feel me? And if you're wondering if me and Nelly ever did the you might have to peep the future stories. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got more coming up, so hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. It's been your boy Mars, and welcome to my world, baby.